Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Now, about, I'm guessing 15 minutes ago or so, I happened to think, gee, our walkers are due to come by. And I looked over at the screen. Well, at that time it was all 16 squares. I've since adjusted it to full screen just for the bridge because it's kind of nice. Anyway, just as I looked at the screen, the walkers were about halfway across. It was around 7:35 if I remember right. Anyway, I wasn't set up to push record. It would have been kind of fun if I could have pushed record at the exact time they walked across, but anyway, enough about the walkers. Okay, I want to assemble this here today, but also today is the beginning of the weekend. And my son said he'd come by on the weekend, so that means any time from now until Sunday evening. And he's going to give me a hand to lift the lathe up into my stand, which is only about 80% finished. I worked on it again yesterday evening quite a bit. It was kind of fun. I was down there in the workshop and I was messing around. I was using my dust collector and the table saw, and I was getting the smell of the sawdust, in the air, and that was kind of fun. What wasn't fun is that I had to keep sitting down about every 3-4 minutes and rest my knees. Anyway, I talk about that way too much. I'm probably going to have to spend, I'm guessing maybe 2 hours to get the stand to the place where we can actually set the lathe up into it. So, and that has to be done first thing this morning, so I may take a bit of a break after I shoot this opening scene here. I don't know what I'm going to do with our sunrise yet. I'll just see how it looked before and after. I know what it looks like now, and so do you, but was it worth doing a time lapse? I have to see the entire thing to know what I'm going to do with it. Sometimes it's not worth bothering with. Okay, enough rambling on here. Let's get ourselves cleaned up a little bit and get started here. Yeah, let's just glue this together here, or at least figure out how we're going to glue it together. Then I'll go back down to the workshop and finish up. Okay, now, just a few moments ago I was talking about, gluing this part down on here very carefully. I just want to make sure it's going to still fit here now that it's been painted. It should. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I heard anything there by trying it out. No, everything looks okay. Okay, but that's not the problem. Let's just put this back where it's going to be safe, because we can't glue it down right now. All right. And here's why. I got to paint my deck. What am I thinking? Okay, everybody looked at the clock. I know you did, because I would. And as you can see, a lot of time has gone by here. And this is going to be a bad day for the model, I'm afraid. I've been down in the workshop for about 2 hours. I've got everything upstairs here now. I've got all the modules made, but I don't have the modules glued together. I'm going to be doing that later. I phoned my son and asked him if he wouldn't mind coming tomorrow, because I'm not quite done today, so that's what's going to happen. So I'll give my glue a chance to cure overnight. And anyway, we're not going to go into a bunch of woodworking and how long it takes glue to dry and stuff like that. However, there's 2 things I wanted to mention here. First of all, over here, yesterday's mail was really late. And first of all, I got letters at 4:30 in the afternoon. Normally they come in the morning. And then about 5 o'clock or so, my doorbell rings, and here's the letter carrier standing at the door. and he's got a little parcel in his hand. And at first I thought, well, I wasn't expecting anything from Amazon. Yeah, it's, Amazon Prime label. And he hands it to me, and then I realize it's from our friend Chris in Atikokan. So we're going to be having a box opening here after a while and see what it is. I honestly have no idea what it is. No idea whatsoever. Now, the second thing I wanted to mention, every time I see this, I think of a terrier, like a little dog. That's what I think of. And, our friend Nigel, who, those of you who don't know Nigel, he's into modeling and stuff like that. And Nigel is the sort of person who is absolutely, I would say, the best on the internet when it comes to reviewing a kit and something like that. When I first heard that the 1/200 scale Yamato was coming out, I thought, oh, I sure hope Nigel does a review. And he did an excellent review. Excellent review. So that's Nigel. And his little dog has just been given about 6 months to live. It has some kind of cancer. Now, Nigel, you're probably not listening, but my heart goes out to you. I've lost a dog. I know how you're going to feel. Anyway, enough about dogs. But doesn't that look like a little dog? Well, it does to me anyway. That is the dead center of our field of view. So let's try and remember to keep what I want to talk about or show in the dead center. Now, we do not have to paint. Where's my brush here to point? We do not have to paint in here. We do not have to paint anywhere in this square. And we definitely don't want to be painting up the sides of the splinter wall. So now there probably is a way to mask something like this, the splinter wall off. But because of these ribs here, I would actually try it, except for these ribs here. And so my plan is this. I'm going to try and just go all the way around the edge. Maybe with my little brush here, just very, very slowly and very carefully. I will try to remember to play painting music. I'm going to probably not do too much talking. In fact, maybe if I'm smart, I'll keep my lips crazy glued shut here. Should I use CA thin? Okay, yeah, I think I can get all around if I'm very, very careful here. It doesn't matter if I accidentally touch this, because it's going to have a part over top of it anyway. In fact, a lot of this is going to be covered up. If you remember those photo etch windows and so on, this is part of it where those windows are, so you're not even going to see in here. So if I make a bit of a mess up the side of the splinter, well, we're probably not going to see it, but I'm going to try not to. I want to try and do as good a job as I can here. Where's my spot? Oh, there it is. Anyway, you notice here there's something has to go in. Okay, I think it was Aussie Frenchman made a comments that too bad that they didn't have more stuff on the deck, and I went and I looked in my book, and it did show that there was a searchlight. So I got a feeling that when we get ahead in the manual, and I honestly have not seen it yet, but I'll bet you there's going to be a searchlight go right there. Don't know what else it could be. Okay, let's just sort of get started here and stop talking. Maybe I'll see if I can move in just a little bit closer, but not with the macro lens. That's too awkward to try and paint something with the macro lens right under my nose. Well, here we go. Okay, Ron, you did not too badly here. Let's not get too much of in a hurry to get done here. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll take a wider brush and go all the way around and try and catch the rest of it. I think I probably done enough here. I don't think I need to. I'm pretty sure that part goes completely over this. Yeah, this is going to be completely covered, so I don't think we need to worry about the fact that this is not painted. So why am I doing it? Okay, my little brush is all cleaned out here, and I think it is time that we had a box opening. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting it to be a mug. Oh, well, no, we're gonna have another mug in our repertoire of mugs. Oh my goodness. Well, for those of you that don't know, this looks like a photo of Chris's steam engine that he built. Yeah, I was following that build. It looked pretty good. Yeah, it looked pretty good. In fact, it looked really good. And he put lights in it. He electrified it. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. Oh, here's a better picture of it. Maybe I'll see if I can zoom in. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Chris. Now, I'd like to use this mug tomorrow, but we can't, because you know what day it is tomorrow. That's right, it's pizza day, which reminds me, I have not made the pizza for tomorrow yet. I gotta do that yet this evening. Yeah, we'll do it off camera. Anyway, yeah, really nice, really nice. Yeah, get the dust off of it here. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, we are all washed up and ready for Monday. There, now I can see you. All right, 2:45. Oh, wanted to tell you, I was noticing in one of those scenes that my watch did not match the clock, and then I realized what had happened was I had bumped one of the buttons when I was downstairs in the workshop, and it changed it. But we should have it right there now. At least, let me see. Was it yeah, you can read that. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that, because I think about that time, I had said something about the time, and there might have been somebody that thought, well, how come it doesn't match up? He probably changed the clock to fit what he was saying. No, I don't do that. Anyway, we got our caller quits here. So thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.